Alright. So, where do you want to start? Should we start at the hip? We didn't get it completely.
We got hip.
Well, there are two more things on here we didn't cover yesterday because we were going in so perfect order.
Oh, yeah.
Is the hip the same as the pelvic? Is that the same?
Hip. This is your hip. It's also your pelvis, but you don't.
You can record it on.
You won't get credited here if you call it your hip. This is your ilium. Okay.
But that's right here.
Yeah, that's this. What you're feeling, your hip bone is this. Okay. All right. So your acetabulum is this right here. It's the socket. Acetabulum.
Where's the hook to, though? That's a little round thing?
That's the socket for your femur. This is the ball in a ball and socket joint. Goes just like this.
Wait, so it attaches to your coccyx?
No.
That's your coccyx.
That thing is right? No, that's your coccyx.
Where? No.
No, it's the pointy part.
Oh, I was right yesterday. I was telling Mom, we were talking about how that little monkey thing with tails and stuff. I told her that it comes off your coccyx, and she goes, that's a weird word. Are you sure that's right? And I'm like, yeah, it's right. My mom was like, no, it's not. And I'm just like, I know.
So what is, okay,
Acetabulum.
the acetabulum attaches to what?
That's the socket. That goes with the joint. Well, the ball. It's called. Have you ever heard of a ball and socket joint?
Yeah.
This is the ball. This is the socket.
They do that a lot in physical therapy.
That's right.
It attaches to the socket in the...
That is the socket.
Yeah.
It attaches to the ball. You said it attaches to the socket. The acetabulum attaches to the ball of the femur. It makes up the ball and socket joint. I'm running over hurdles. That's why my leg is up.
The acetabulum attaches to the ball of the femur.
That's right.
Okay.
I wish. Well, it's
So the acetabulum is that?
that socket.
Yeah, okay. For some reason I was thinking that you were saying that was, and I was like, how is it attached to itself?
It attaches to the ball. It's the socket. Okay? I don't know if you guys could see over there. So you're running fast. Okay?
That was great.
That was good.
Yes, we lumbar.
Oh, yeah, that's my ass.
All right. This hole through here is your obturator foramen. A foramen is a hole.
Whoa. Where's that?
O, obturator,
Obturator foramen.
foramen.
And what is that hooked to?
Nothing.
Where's it at?
Right here.
What's it used for?
Well, that's a good question. Ligaments go through there, muscle goes through there,
So it's
tendons.
just this hole?
It's the hole.
Just like a tunnel for a mountain that cuts. It's the hole in the pelvic bone.
That's right. Not the socket. Don't get confused with the socket. But it's actually, you can pass this pencil through there.
It makes you think of like operator.
Operator. We could come up with a song.
The
Remember,
operator
Please.
has to go through the hole like a train.
Sorry, I just.
choo choo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was singing the song. For the song, we have to do all 204 bones.
No.
How many bones?
206.
206. I said 204. I was close.
Choo.
Chug.
Yeah, chug it. You know, like the
Did you say choo-choo?
steamboat chugging away. Chug. Okay.
Thank you to suck my steamboat.
Yeah,
You amuse your daughter a lot, don't you?
we get along very well.
I bet.
I just did that for you
You
guys.
guys are party.
That's just so lame. So
Oh my god.
I wouldn't say that.
You
All right.
did. They won't know how to never come in the classroom again.
So It actually goes down here. What's next? Femur.
Goodness, haven't we already done this false rib? No, we have got ribs.
No, we haven't.
We've skipped ribs.
No, we didn't.
Did we not?
Nope, it should be in the very first
No,
one.
that's what that is. Okay.
Check.
Well, no, because she has me all whacked out of order and stuff.
So, okay, your femur
Yeah, see,
has, I want you to be able to tell which is which. Well, this is a right leg. A lot of people try to put it backwards, as in left, but I want to show you something.
Your knee bends under so that.
That's right. That's what I was going to point out. Look how smooth. It's kind of like glass. How smooth that is. It goes all the way back here. That's smooth. So that you have a smooth junction with your tibia, which we're going to talk about not next, but coming up next. All right? If it was backwards like this, your leg, see how far, I mean, you could kick it up this way. Does that make sense? You would be doing like this. Okay? Instead, yeah, it goes like this. So you can walk, all right?
So when you get a knee replacement, do they replace the cap or do they?
It depends how much, or it also depends what company you use, but they take off this section. When they do the hip, they take a saw and they just cut this right off.
my grandpa's had both his knees replaced.
Well, this is a hip. But then they take and they drive a shaft down into here, and it makes a triangular shape, and they ream it. They make the inside of the bone bleed, because where you bleed, you have oxygen, you have blood where you're bleeding, and there are nutrients in blood, and it carries oxygen. That's how you heal, all right? So I want you to know which, side is what. I mean, your femur is your thickest, it's your biggest bone. Longest bone in your body is your femur. It's the thickest. It takes a lot to break a femur, and when you do, it's kind of deadly.
Biggest and longest?
It's the biggest, the thickest.
Because there's a lot of arteries and stuff, like the big ones that they use to, like in right here. Or if you break that, then it can puncture those, and those are some of your main ones.
There are, that's right. Well, veins and arteries are thick right through here. I mean, it's a big part of your leg. So it's dangerous when you break a femur. You could die from actually breaking a bone.
And that goes into the pelvic bone.
Yes.
Yeah,
this is the ball
of the femur.
Of the ball and socket joint.
I remember the femur because, like, funny, your knees softer.
There you go.
Because it's funny.
That's good. That's very good. Okay? So, after, we're going to do the tibia. Tibia is the bottom portion of the leg. It's the bigger bone of the two, okay? You have a tibia, tibia, T-I-B-I-A, and a fibula. A lot of people say fibia or tibula. And I want tibia, so it's T-I-B-I-A, it's tibia, and fibula. All right, a lot of people put a star next to those. Make sure you say those. Is if you put tibula, that's wrong. You're putting those two bones together. A way to remember it, this is honestly the way I remember it. In surgery, they call it a tib-fib. Tib, T-I-B, fib, F-I-B. And the first one you say is the biggest, tibia. It's the big bone, all right? The other one is the fibula. Look how much smaller it is. Okay, it actually goes.
That's another break weight usually.
It actually goes like this. It does. It is kind of bowed. But That's how I remember it. Tib fib. All right, tib
And
fib.
isn't it the tibia is what the femur sits on?
That's right.
Maybe that's
It's the biggest part. It's the biggest bone of the lower leg. Okay. Now, between these two bones, or over them, maybe is a better way to put it, is the patella,
Wait,
your kneecap.
the fibula, we just put the fibula as the tiny one.
Yeah, of the lower leg. All right. Patella. Right there. Why do you think this is actually a bone that's used, that's there for protection? It protects, it covers. I mean, if you had your knee bent, it helps to cover those arteries, those tendons, there's cartilage that's running through here. It helps to cover that.
What is it called again?
Patella.
In other words, it's just a kneecap.
It's your kneecap. That's right.
Why does it, is this exactly what one would look like?
Mhm.
Why is,
It's shaped like that because of what it sits on top of. It's really smooth, just like these. They're really smooth. If there weren't the cartilage on here, it would not be so smooth. It's like that so that it doesn't hurt. If you took sandpaper and grinded on that, that would be like what it would feel like, all gritty and nasty, if you didn't have the articular cartilage. I mean, imagine having, I don't know, something in there and you'd be grinding, you know what I mean? Just, that's why. That's to make you remember articular cartilage. All right? And if you play with these, I mean, you were kind of asking, why is it shaped like that? Well, it's the same way here. I mean, like it's really smooth. I think it feels really good. Feel that. Slide your finger in there. Do you see the kind of indentation?
Mhm.
Did you feel that? I think it feels kind of good. I mean, it's soft, don't you think?
yeah,
Think
it's
it-
not rough.
Yeah, I mean, that's because of the shape of your femur. I know that probably sounds really weird, but I think that's, I don't know. Anyway, you can call me weird. I know you already do.
Maybe one of bad knees.
Yeah.
I got that from Dad.
Yeah.
It's annoying after a while.
Yeah, I bet. All right, so when you guys get here, you and Cassville, it's not going to be as easy for you guys to study because you get here late. But everybody else, and you can at the end of class or sometime, play with these, put them together, look at it. You're going to have to, for the test, it's going to be probably next week. These are going to be laid out on the table, and I'm going to say, okay, is this what bone is this? What side of the body does it go on? And I'll have, hopefully, both of them. Mrs. Schmidley has them right now, the other one. But your ankle, this is the bone that makes your ankle. You can put it like this and think, but also, I mean, just picture it. This makes your ankle. So does this one. You put it over here, you kind of get it the right where it's, just think about, how do you think this could go? It actually goes like this. But anyway, you guys can play with them. All right, so we've done the leg. We did fibula. We're down to the foot. Oh, we did patella.
Tibia, down.
Oh, thank you. Tibia. So all we have left is the foot. Yep. Good job. All right. So the foot here. Kind of said yesterday, do you think it goes like this? Who?
I don't know who that is.
That's
I was
right.
telling you something. I was going to you.
Hey. All right. So, do you think the foot goes like this? Or like this?
Wait, no, I lied. Just kidding. Sorry.
Like that.
Like this?
No, we're sure it goes the other way.
No, it goes like that.
It does go like this.
Because that's your heel.
That's right. That is your heel. It goes just like this. That's the arch you're supposed to have an arch. Does anybody here not have an arch?
I have a small.
That's right. If you looked at her foot is flat. You don't have an arch.
Is it bad?
It is painful if you walk a lot. Like, do you ever have trouble with your feet? That's good.
I do.
Yeah, do you have
Yeah,
flat?
get surgery.
I do too. Like my feet are all.
All right.
She said put arches in them for people that don't.
Some they can. Some people that causes them more pain.
Yeah, some people. Like there's a girl that was in band that her feet really hurt even though she had them.
Last year I had a student, actually right this year she's in Health Walk, but she'd love to come in here and take her shoe off and she'd show you. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, also, besides knowing that these are tarsals, remember in the hand, these are the carpals right here that make up the wrist. These are tarsals. T. And then what were these called?
Metacarpals. So
Metacarpals.
these are metatarsals.
So these 5 are metatarsals.
So we would say that the tarsals are right by the ankle.
They're more distal. They're distal to the tarsals.
Tarsals are by the ankle. Metatarsals are
More distal. And even more distal are the phalanges. And the phalanges are just like your fingers. You have 3 segments in each toe, except for the big toe, you only have 2. Do you guys know what your toes are for? Your balance. Or just to help. I think it's fun looking at toes, people's feet. Some people, everybody's got different looking feet.
My pinky toe could also itself.
Yeah?
my second toe's longer than my
A
big
lot
toe.
of people
Me
have a
too.
longer second toe. And I don't really know why. It's just a evolution thing.
I don't like feet.
Neither do I.
Oh, I think it's so neat to look. Some people's toes, like these 2 toes, they're second and third one, biggest, smallest. Anyway, really overlap.
My aunt's
Overlap.
feet, they're kind of like webbed.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a friend that has webbed feet.
Like my second and third toe is kind of like a little bit, but not a lot. Like you can tell, but not really.
A lot of people, their second and third toe really look like they're the main toes and the other ones just kind of were there. I think it's really neat to just look at feet.
On my dad's feet, both of his pinky toes on his feet lay over his other toes.
Yeah, my dad does that too.
Like that.
I wonder if he's
Like all the way over. No, his
wonder
toes,
if he's
like,
had
there's, like,
my dad
almost
too
no ears.
worn too small of shoes and it's kind of
No, it
crammed
was the
them.
way he was in the womb. And my grandma said she tried tying string and making it, when he was a baby, pulling it back and it would always just lay back over.
You guys should take some pictures for us.
Of his feet? They're pretty ugly.
I like to see his toes. I want to see. You're telling us about it. I'd like to
He
see.
would love to just walk in here and show them off. You have no idea.
I can show you.
He was pretty.
They curl.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah, they
metatarsals
could only on this side.
and then the phalanges, we like it's the same thing for the feet.
That's right. So you have a total of 56 phalanges. Why, Casey? Why? Help explain how you get 56 phalanges.
Because you got 3 in your fingers and 3 in your toes, so for your thumb and your big toe, got 2.
That's right. So 3 segments times 4 fingers are 12. Times 4, since we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 12, or 48. And you have 2 here, 2 here, 2 there, and 2 there. So 2 times 4 is 8 anyway. 48 and 8 is 56. Oh, and the last 2 things you have to know, your biggest bone in your foot, your heel bone, is your calcaneus. And the other one is your talus. Talus. Huh?
What was the count?
That's your heel.
Your calcaneus is your heel bone.
What's your talus?
Your talus is the second largest. This one.
So it would be your, what?
Your second largest and your
I know, but like, what would you call it without like using the term talus?
Where's it
second
at?
largest bone in your
No, where's
foot.
it at?
That
Like,
little part that
Is it
sticks
your
out.
ankle or is it like the ball right here?
Is it this part?
Yeah.
So it connects
The
to your
top of the
ankle?
foot.
Like your ankle rests on that, kind of.
Right there, I think.
Yeah, would it be this
I
part?
know, I'm thinking.
Like thick here.
Your tibia sits on your talus. Does that help?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm struggling, as you can tell.
My mom's boyfriend taught me a little interesting bone trivia.
Like what?
The bones in your ring finger are smaller than all the bones in your hand. Smaller than the pinky.
I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure my pinky's small.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, my pinky's smaller.
Yeah, they look smaller.
I mean, to me, I don't know.
Because it would be bigger.
All right, do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, my pinky's
Thank you for letting me use your colored pencil.
If you like feel your bones in your fingers, kind of feels creepy. You can see if you go like that.
If I do that, my fingers pop.
All right, well, I want you guys to have a few minutes to
What bone is this?
look at your bones.
Should I stop it?
What bone is this?
What, you tell
You want me
me
to
what
stop it?
bone it is.
Miss Holtz. Miss
Well, I'm
Holtz.
gonna
You want to stop that? I just pushed the big red button.
That looks like I don't even know what that is.